Welcome to Crack Pack. My name is Andrew, and today we're cracking open Kaldheim. So let's get cracking. Our first card today is an arena promo card, and we have a snow-covered mountain for our land. Next we have Cosmos Elixir, which for 4 is an artifact that reads at the beginning of your end step. Draw a card if your life total is greater than your starting life total. Otherwise, you gain 2 life. Okay, so if you have less than your starting life, you gain 2 life, and otherwise, get an extra card draw. It's not bad, but I think for 4 mana, I would rather consistently be getting life or card draw, not kind of flipping back and forth between the two. I mean, it's really good. It can help keep you stable in the mid-game where you're trying to kind of keep just ahead of your opponent, especially like if you're up against someone who's not doing a lot of direct damage to you right away. This can get you some extra cards so that you're, pulling ahead so that they are having an even harder time getting to deal that damage. But if you get this down and you're having to rely on that +2 life every turn instead of that card draw, it's not going to feel as good. Because if you're, if you're up against a beat-down deck, sure, 2 life is going to help keep you afloat a little longer, but unless you are drawing answers, you're going to stay on the beatdown, right? You're going to keep getting beaten further and further down. So that card draw is going to be further and further away. So I don't know how much I really like this. I know it sees some use, but I don't know that I'm going to be using it right now. Are you? Do you have a deck with Cosmos Elixir in it right now? Let me know in the comments below. Next we have Rune of Might, Ascent of the Worthy, Basalt Ravager, Starnhelm Courser, Berg Strider, Frostbite, Grizzled Outrider, Deathnell Berserker, Raven Wings, Raven Form, Vault Robber, Master Scald, and Tormentor's Helm to round out the pack. Now for today's Pack 1 Pick 1. Okay, I think I'll give it to Rune of Might. Rune of Might for 1 and a green is an enchantment or a rune. You enchant a permanent with it, so it doesn't have to be a creature, even though it's an aura. It can hit equipment, or I think it could even hit other enchantments. But when Rune of Might enters the battlefield, draw a card. And then as long as enchanted permanent is a creature, it gets +1/+1 and has trample. And as long as enchanted permanent is an equipment, it has equipped creature gets +1/+1 and trample. So this is a nice lead-in to like an equipment deck. I want to say it was green-red that had a fair bit of equipment. I mean, there's a lot of equipment in most colors, but this is going to kind of signal the green-red creatures kind of line. At least it does in my mind. At the worst case, this is going to net you a card and give a creature +1/+1 and trample for 2 mana, which is going to be nice and flexible and fit in anywhere where you're willing to even just splash a green for this. But It'll do well in any green line, but in my mind, I think it'll do best in that green-red, that Gruul line. So that's my pick 1. There are other great cards in this pack, though, so if you have a different pick 1 than me, let me know in the comments below. But that's all for today, so thank you for cracking along with me. Be sure to check back tomorrow to crack open another pack.